Hello everyone, Railgan here, and today we want to do a special episode for the site Sc2ReplayStats.com. It's a site where I host all my replays and where you can find each and every single game that I played in the last couple years. And I kind of want to tell you guys what all the features are that there are and that you can use and that I do use. I want to say that they gave me an elite account because I use their site so much, and I can also show it off to you guys. With that being said, let's go on. So right here you can select the accounts that you want to show data from me. Then you can select what matchup, whether it's rank, the season, and so on. But the key feature of this site is the replays. Here you can see all the replays that I played recently. They're always sorted chronologically. Right now I have both U and NA selected, and then you can click on a replay, you can view it. I'll always have this link below each video so you can see which replay it was, and you can always download it by clicking over here. The set offers a nice couple stats. You can see the MMR of the players. Sorry, the APM. This guy had 97 APM and this 5.5 KMMR. Protoss pretty good race. These are kind of the stats that you will usually see at the end of a game. What I most use is the following, the army chart. Here you can quickly scroll through the game. You can you can check the amount of supply that you have over here. I see at this point I was at 50 supply. I had this amount of resources unspent. I lost so much more than him. I can show the collection rate, and I can see I was mining a lot more than him as well. At this point he was mining like 3 times less than I did. I can have a look at what units I currently had. Here I had 57 Hydralisks against 10 carriers. I can kind of check the fights. Here he lost. And here I lost a lot of Hydralisks, and he didn't really lose much in terms of carriers, but he did lose some resources, but not that many compared to me. So this is what I usually have a look at if I just want to have a quick look at a game, so I don't need to go through the whole replay. I can check what upgrades we had. He had +2 before I had any upgrades. As you can see here, 0 upgrades, and he had +2. Stuff like this. So this is really useful for me. Furthermore, you can have a look at the chat history if you want. You can see a heat map where you can see where the units killed. So most fights happened over here. What structures were built, so he expanded down here, I expanded down here, all that kind of stuff. And then some neat stuff about each player, but I don't really use these much. You can kind of check when what buildings were built and stuff like that. So this game I went hatch, 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 pool, hatch. It was actually hatch, hatch, pool, hatch. I'm not sure why it chose, I think it chose one hatch too many. Yeah, I think that there's some kind of bug here, but I don't know. I opened with 4 hatcheries, so 4 base immediately, and then delayed my gas until 3 minutes 36, so quite a long time. And my lair at 5 minutes. And yeah, this is the main feature of the site. But the other things that are really nice is that I can have a look at the game length of my games, for example. You can also have a look at all these stats, by the way. For me, this site, my account is completely public, so you can have a look at all the data points that I'm showing you. You can see how long my games last on average. See, usually my games last 10 to 15 minutes. The longer games were CVT, CVT, mostly CVTs and some CVPs in the 20 to 25 minute range. So these are all like neat little stats that you can see about your games. Here, as I said, you can have a look at all the replays. You can also download them immediately, or I could delete them if I would want to. You can see how many times I played against 9 games against Tesseract, which I won 8. See how long did the game go on average. You can also type Ctrl F snoot, and then I can see liquid snoot. I'm 1-0 against. I think this is the EU account. Game lasted 14 minutes. So it's all these kind of neat little stats. The other things are, of course, you can upload your replays. I do it via the standalone application. And on your profile, you can also check the settings. There you can have stuff like the overlay. I'm not going to show off all that, but that's also really cool. They also have a global ladder where you can search, for example, for the GM ladder on NA, and then you can click at the players, let's say True. Then it will open True's window over here. You can have a look at replays, and then you can see some games played by True, can have a look at them, can download them, and can kind of see what these players do. So if you're into that. Another important feature that I like to use is the search feature. If you do it open. Yeah, this is one of the features that is part of the Elite package. I'm not quite sure how expensive it is. I know that it's like the premium feature if you want to support the site and kind of get a little bit extra. Here you can search for players, for example Railgan, and then Circ Protoss. So it will show me a CVP. I can say all replays, sort by game length, and then show me 80 replays, show me the winners, search. We can go through it by list, and then it will show me all the longest games I've played. I can open them quickly, like this. Can have a look here. And then yeah, I remember this game. I can also filter for patches. And filter for abilities used. Like if I want to only see games where I use transfusion or games where I had to play against. I think this is the Phoenix, right? Graviton Beam, yeah. Only games where, I don't know, where I had to fight against Arkans, stuff like that. So this is a really cool feature in my opinion. I like to use it quite a bit. If I want to search through my replays and show you guys something specific, I can also filter by game length and stuff like that. Another feature which I don't really use but might be useful to some of you guys is the training center. Here you can have a look at your accounts, and then you can upload your replays and you can have a look at what the system tells you should do. So it tells me CVT, I should make sure you're building units out of a production facilities, and I can have a look at details. It shows me nothing. It's great. It shows me some text. Like, I'm not quite sure how to use this. If you go further down, I can have a look at individual replays, and it will tell me in the early game I lost too many workers in the first 4 minutes. Between the 4th and 8th minute mark, I didn't spend my resources well. I didn't spend my gas well. I lost a lot of workers, and I got supply blocked a lot. Stuff like that. You can have a look at the raw data points, and then it will tell me this is your performance. My second hatchery is a little bit behind the average Grandmaster League game. My third and fourth hatcheries were way faster. I reached saturation faster. I reached 2-base saturation faster. Abilities, my link speed was way behind the average. So these are like really cool little stats, and you can have a look at how you fare compared to your standard player. And see, the infestation pit, mine was 2 minutes later. My hive was paired comparatively to the infestation pit quite fast. My ultra cavern was a bit late as well. My hydralisk then was a bit quicker than usual. Evolution chamber also a bit later. Like, if you want to improve, this might help you a bit. I personally don't really use it much, but I can understand why people might want to use it. For example, here we had actually, I think this was the 55-minute game. I'm kind of interested what it tells me here. Natural a bit later, third hatch later, fourth later. Quicker on the 2-base saturation though. 3-base saturation way later. Supply blocked a bit more. Less percent wise of the game. Link speed 3 seconds late. Overlord speed 3 minutes late. This doesn't mean that you have to take the Overlord speed by then, but it kind of shows you how quick you could. Hydra skin was 4 minutes faster than the average though. So, yeah, they also host these challenges and stuff. They have a Discord server that you can reach over here, Twitter and stuff. They do pretty cool features that I like to read, where they do replay spotlights, kind of show you guys stuff. So yeah, I don't know, this is a site that I use a lot. and I've linked it in each and every replay that I post. I also post my replay packs via this site, so I figured I might as well show it off a bit and see it, and show you guys how the site actually works and what it offers to you. That being, actually I think you can also see the MMR of your clans, so if you want to compare. Sure, I don't think this is I think it's a cool gimmick, but yeah. Anyways, if you guys like it, feel free to check the site out. It's pretty cool. This is an archive of all my replays. With that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Bye!